The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear. It always seems impossible until it's done. Do not judge me by my successes, judge me by how many times I fell down and got back up again. A winner is a dreamer who never gives up. Resentment is like drinking poison and then hoping it will kill your enemies. I am the captain of my soul. I am not a saint unless you think of a saint as a sinner who keeps on trying. Lead from behind, put others in front, celebrate victory when good things happen, take the front line in times of danger, earn appreciation for your leadership. There is no passion to be found playing small and settling for a life that is less than the one you are capable of living. No one is born hating based on skin color, background, or religion. Hate is learned, and if learned, love can be taught, as it comes more naturally to the human heart. Freedom cannot be achieved unless the women have been emancipated from all forms of oppression. It is what we make out of what we have, not what we are given, that separates one person from another. Real leaders must be ready to sacrifice all for the freedom of their people. A good head and a good heart are always a formidable combination. To deny people their human rights is to challenge their very humanity. One of the things I learned when I was negotiating was that until I changed myself, I could not change others. I dream of an Africa which is in peace with itself. Poverty is not natural, it is man-made, and it can be overcome and eradicated by the actions of human beings. There can be no keener revelation of a society's soul than the way in which it treats its children. There is no easy walk to freedom anywhere, and many of us will have to pass through the valley of the shadow of death again and again before we reach the mountaintop of our desires. I am fundamentally an optimist. Whether that comes from nature or nurture, I cannot say. Part of being optimistic is keeping one's head pointed toward the sun, one's feet moving forward. I have cherished the ideal of a democratic and free society in which all persons live together in harmony and with equal opportunities. Our human compassion binds us the one to the other, not in pity or patronizingly, but as human beings who have learned how to turn our common suffering into hope for the future. The power of education extends beyond the development of skills we need for economic success. It can contribute to nation building and reconciliation. I stand here not as a prophet, but as a humble servant of the people. Your sacrifices have made this moment possible. I entrust the remaining years of my life to you. Man's goodness is a flame that can be hidden but never extinguished. I have retired, but if there's anything that would kill me, it is to wake up in the morning not knowing what to do. Overcoming poverty is not a gesture of charity, it is an act of justice. For to be free is not merely to cast off one's chains, but to live in a way that respects and enhances the freedom of others. There is nothing like returning to a place that remains unchanged to find the ways in which you yourself have altered. The time for the healing of the wounds has come, the moment to bridge the chasms that divide us has come. Difficulties break some men but make others, No axe is sharp enough to cut the soul of a sinner who keeps on trying, one armed with the hope that he will rise even in the end. Our diversity doesn't divide us, ethnicity, religion, and culture don't divide us. After achieving freedom, there's only one division: those who cherish democracy and those who don't. I detest racialism because I regard it as a barbaric thing, whether it comes from a black man or a white man. There is nothing I fear more than waking up without a program that will help me bring a little happiness to those with no resources, those who are poor, illiterate, and ridden with terminal disease. Money won't create success, the freedom to make it will. Through the solitude of 27 years in prison, I have come to appreciate the profound significance of words and the immense influence of genuine speech on the way people live and die. I have always believed that exercise is the key not only to physical health, but to peace of mind. Education is the powerful engine of personal growth. It transforms a peasant's daughter into a doctor, a mine worker's son into a mine leader, and a child of farm workers into a nation's president. To be free is not merely to cast off one's chains, but to live in a way that respects and enhances the freedom of others.